There's more to come. We're about to get the world-renowned trainer Bones Adams in the gym. Clarence Adams, for those that don't know. And if you don't know, he will be inducted, right?
It will be inducted into the Nevada Boxing
Hall of Fame. So congratulations to Mr. Bones Adams on such an achievement. Oh, there go Bones. I need one of them sweatsuits, too.
Yeah, word is born.
That looks good. That looks good.
I was saying, you guys need to wear one of my shirts.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we just said. We need one of them sweatsuits. Definitely need one of those. How are you, man?
Good, my good.
Yeah, let's get these headphones going. Get your story.
Talking to Mike, Bones. We got to hear it.
Yeah.
He asked me,
You can
like,
extend it.
Who's
Extend
Mike?
it. Look.
Mike.
You can extend it. Look.
There we go.
Okay.
Bones, extend it if you need it closer. There you go. So, Clarence Bones Adams.
That's my slave name. Clarence is my slave name.
Okay. I didn't know because people need to Google you, so I don't know. They can find you by Bones now?
Yeah, of course, but they always have. But the thing is with that is the reason I said that, I went for a legal name change, and they denied me.
Why?
His grounds was he thinks Clarence Richard Adams Jr. is a great name and I should keep it.
The judge.
The judge.
Wow, the judge has to agree with a name change.
Yes.
It's not just you wanting it. I never knew that.
Well, I didn't either until my case. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever known someone to get denied.
Wow.
Yo,
Speaking of denial, Devin Haney trains at your gym.
Yes.
His father was just approved a late travel visa.
Right.
Does that help the situation, or it didn't matter? Devin was gonna win or lose without Devin's father, Bill Haney, in the corner.
I just think that it's more like a security blanket.
Mm-hmm.
I think he likes Dad being there, but Devin's gonna do what Devin does. We know that because Devin pretty much trains himself. His dad helps out and stuff, but mainly all the other guys help him more than anybody. It's just more of a security blanket for him in the ring.
Bones, obviously you seeing Devin, especially for this camp in your gym, and I've been in several camps with Devin now. What'd you see out of Devin this camp, and how do you think that's gonna show this weekend?
So you guys got to remember, he signed with Top Rank.
Mm-hmm.
So he was over there training for this camp.
Not entirely.
Not entirely, but majority.
We've seen him in your gym quite a few.
Majority of the time.
Yeah. I want to say the second half he spent in Top Rank, but the first half he was with you.
Yeah.
But
from what you did get to see,
No, listen. Devin's out. Listen, my thing is this. I think Devin 100% beats him. But will he get the decision? They screwed Manny Pacquiao over there. Who's Devin Haney?
Yeah, but Manny Pacquiao and Devin have two different styles. Devin knows how to control range.
That's not what I'm saying. They screwed him.
I get it.
Manny won.
But he made that fight close, though.
But
he made it close.
Hey, this fight's going to be close. You think it's going to be a blowout?
Yeah.
No, there's no way.
I bet you Devin 10-2s his ass.
I bet you. There's no way.
It's too skilled, Bones. You seen that? He controls that range, the way he stabs to the body.
He barely did that with JoJo Diaz.
What?
He barely did the 10-2 with that.
You right. I could see that fight being 9-3, 8-4 at the very least.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know about the 8-4.
Yeah. I said 8-4 at the very least.
I think so too. But what would the judges have it that way? Or no.
I think so.
I can't remember how they had it.
I think a fight has to be close for them to steal it from you, man. Like look at Floyd Canelo. One judge tried to steal it with the draw card, but it's hard to get three people to see that shit when it's so separate.
Well, the same thing when I just had Shane fight. So two judges had Shane winning, I think about 3-4 easy because it was an easy fight for him. The other judge had it a draw. Who has it a draw?
In the Rosado fight?
Yes.
Holy
one had a draw, yeah.
No, I had Shane clearly winning. That's his best performance ever. I can't even understand someone would give it a draw.
One give it a draw.
Holy shit. But that's what I'm saying. Again, Shane did so good, two people were able to see, and that's what I feel is going to happen with Devin when he's just too fast for that kid, man.
Yeah. I mean,
think about it. Did you watch the Mickey Bay fight?
No.
Man. Well, forget about that. I want to talk about you. How did it all start?
Let me just say something. Devin's man. I'm saying, I know him since he was a child. The kid could fight. But then again, like I always say, the fighter makes the trainer.
Damn, look at this, Bones. They said Shane looked like Ray Robinson. You must feel good.
Yeah, I do. I'm very proud of him. We're very close. And Shane Sr. was actually in the camp as well that helped us out. So helped us out a lot this camp.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So I want to start from the beginning, man, because I know you're going to be inducted this year,
Yes.
and I know you were a fighter. So take us back, man. When did it start for you? Because you look so young too, Bones. I mean, how old are you?
I am 47.
Oh, wow, you are young.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
I started professional at 15, so that kind of
Canelo Alvarez story.
Yeah.
So you started pro boxing at 15.
Yes. Here in the United States.
And how'd you get that approved? Because it seems like it's hard for Americans to.
Well, because I think one of the reasons is because of me. Back before, they would hand you a piece of paper and say fill it out. And there's like 5-6 states you can be 16.
Mm-hmm.
So they would hand me a piece of paper. I just said I was 16. And then once I had one license, it was easy to do.
Okay.
So
you got your own license, is what you're saying?
yeah, I'm professional.
Oh, professional boxer's license. All right, so then who got you fights, though? You were still 15, 16.
Unfortunately, that's the reason I have daddy issues. My dad turned me pro. My dad got me the fights. He said you're gonna be he made me quit school in 8th grade. He said you're gonna be a professional fighter, world champion. So, fuck it.
So you turned pro. So when did you first start training, Bones?
I was 5 years old.
Oh, wow. So you were just bred for this. This is
Right.
what you were supposed to do. Do you have sons?
I do. I have 3 sons, and I do not want this for them.
So none of them box?
None.
Have any of them tried to?
Yes,
Begged to?
They are right now. A couple of them are, but.
What do you mean? What do you mean they are?
Well, they're asking me, hey, I want to fight. Teach me. But I'm teaching them to take over my business.
Okay.
You know what
As
I'm
a
saying?
trainer or as a manager?
As a trainer. As a trainer.
So how did your career go as a professional?
Ups and downs, like, kind of rough. My career was I'm looking for that white privilege.
You were looking for the white privilege?
Yeah, because listen, every time it was a close fight, listen, even the Kevin Kelly fight. My son and I watched Kevin Kelly fight the other day. To me, I remember being bored in the fight, but yet I sit there watching, go, I clearly won the fight, but they call it a draw, and I was the underdog. Even like my father got me with Orlando Canizales as soon as I turned 18 years old.
Damn, bro, you fought Kevin Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you went
That's sick.
You went to France for that fight against Orlando for your first title shot.
And to tell you the truth, that on that aspect, I believe if the fight was here in the United States,
let me get a screenshot. Bones, this don't even look like you.
Yeah.
Wow, like legit, this doesn't even look like you. Not that you look old, it just doesn't look like you.
So what were you saying about that Orlando fight?
So Orlando, I believe if it wasn't in France, I probably would have beat him. But
up to that point, that was a really close fight too.
Yeah, well, it was. I got my jaw broke. Both sides of my jaw broke. I still got the scars in the very first punch in the 3rd round, and I fought. But the thing is that's not even the issue. The issue is I should have stayed with Bobby Goodman. My dad made me turn pro, but as soon as I turned 16, I got Madison Square Garden Network. Bobby Goodman, one of the greatest promoters of all time, signed me, and he was making a superstar out of me. And then my dad decides we got to leave to go with Cedric Kushner and get the title shot. And just everything just went downhill from then. I should have just stayed with Bobby, but my dad made me leave. So that's kind of a reason, daddy issues. So I fight 9 rounds with a broken jaw. Very close fight. Whoever won the last round, I mean, it's just one of those fights. And he stops it because he said, I can't see you get hit anymore. 9 rounds, I got hit with it. You knew my jaw was broken. What's one more? I mean, I'm a dog, bro. I don't. As my first title defense, I broke my hand when I won the title. I broke my
And that was
hand.
against Nestor Garza,
Yes,
right?
Nestor Garza. I broke my hand in training camp. Then I went ahead and took the fight anyways with the broken hand and knocked him out with my broken hand. There's just a dog in me. It's just like when things are great, they're great for me, and I there's no stopping me. But then also, it's like once I got robbed from Paulie the first time, the first fight, the second fight he won easy, but the first fight I won clearly. But when I got robbed,
Paulie Malignaggi?
No, Ayala.
Oh, about to say Ayala.
Yeah.
Is that Edwin? Is he related to Edwin Ayala from Connecticut?
No.
Oh.
Or he could be. I don't know.
Yeah, Edwin Ayala was a boxer.
I love Paulie. Paulie and I, listen, has nothing to do with him. But I got screwed out of the decision, and just I just went. I hated boxing. I just hated boxing from then on.
You knew that had you won that first Ayala fight, that either the Antonio Barrera or that the Morales and Barrera fight were right there.
Yes, and I wanted the Eric Morales fight so bad. Fuck Barrera. Hey, that motherfucker knew how to box, punch. Man, he was slick as hell. He could fucking fight.
Barrera.
Eric fight no doubt too, but he he had one dimensional. He was just ready to fight. He was gonna fight. So the idea with him is that if you hit him hard, he's ready to fight more. So just put him on the seat, pop, just tap, just go. Hit and run. The next thing you know, the fight's over.
So when did you decide to call it quits, and how long did it take before you knew you were going to be a trainer?
I call it quits because my last fight, I was sick as a dog. I was just sick. I couldn't make weight, having trouble with everything, just sick. I couldn't even hit the pads one round. My trainer at the time, this guy's a bum, which the guy was a bum, and I could easily beat him if I was just halfway healthy. But I couldn't even hit the pads one round without getting tired. I couldn't do it. I was just so weak. I took the fight, and I got stopped. And I also told myself, since I was a child, if I ever got stopped and dropped, whatever, I would retire. So that's how that ended up. Boom, over.
So how long did it take to turn to trainer?
Years. I hated boxing for what it did to me, and because like I said, when you put everything into it, and you win a fight and they rob you and they take it from you, and all the aches and pains and break this or break that, just like everything you go through to be what you're gonna be, and then just kind of just let you down. So I kind of stayed away from boxing.
So what brought you back? Who brought you back? Was it a fighter?
I would say prison.
Prison brought you back? You went to prison?
Yeah, I went to prison.
Okay, how long you had to do?
Not long, but long enough to know I didn't want to go back there again. The fuck, you mean? I went for 6 months for a limousine case, but I retired from boxing. I started working in the limousine business, and went to prison. Then just when I got back, it's like, I need to do what I need to do. But what I know and I love, stick with that. And I started being a trainer.
Damn, turnaround story. So you get out. Who's there for you? Like, are you on your own?
No, I had my old manager, Greg Hanley. He was
Okay.
he was there.
That's official.
No, he was there. He was there while I was in, before and after. He's been in my life for probably 20-some years.
Would he come see you?
He didn't come see me, no, but my kids would every other weekend.
That's good.
And my daughter, she was old enough. She was over in LA, so she would come one week, then the boys would come the next week.
Were you married at the time?
Yes. Yes.
Stuck with you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Great. Amazing.
But
So
ex now.
Oh, you're ex now?
Yes.
But I'm assuming that came after you became Bones Adams, the trainer.
About 2 or 3 years ago.
I'm sure you started getting pulled in a lot of different directions when you starting a business too.
Not necessarily that. It was done before I even went to prison, but you gotta put that time in. I love my boys. I love my boys to death. I have 2 of them that live with me, and the one goes back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So the main thing is the boys stay with me.
So you decide you want to be a trainer now. How do you go about this? Because obviously there's overhead. You need a gym. You need gym space. The equipment, the ring.
Right.
What's Bones' first step?
So I've had this gym for a long time, been part of this gym for a long time. My manager and I both, we went in half for it. And we've had it since, I don't know, I forgot, 2003. What a long time.
The same gym you're at now?
The same gym.
Now, isn't the rumor story behind that used to be Robert Guerrero's house, the former champ?
No, Robert Guerrero's house is over by the Silverton. He still has it.
Oh, my God.
It's a great place over there, too. Real nice.
Oh, my God. We thought that was your house. Yeah. I mean, we thought his house was your house.
No. Listen, it's like opposite. My house is shitty and the gym is fantastic. And his gym is kind of shitty. And his house is fantastic. You mix them together, bro, it'd be perfect. So,
bro, but your house is like on over an acre, right?
Well, I know, but the house itself is just kind of run down and stuff. And, just you can't do too much there at the house because so many people. Robert's is more of a really, really private gym to where mine's kind of half private, half not. So everyone has to park in the back and everyone has to be there. And just kind of like makes it difficult. I don't like it because I never leave work.
You never leave work. I thought you would like that your work is right there. You're saving on gas and food.
Strangers beating on your door all the time, day, night. People coming in and out. Strange people you don't even know is at your house. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just kind of like.
But I'm sure a lot of opportunities come from that too.
It's annoying. Yeah. No. I mean, like I said, it's great and bad both at the same time. So.
But you've been there since 2003.
Well, we used to rent it out as a training camp, just training camps. But I've been there since 2008 in the house.
And is the goal to get another house and just have that fully?
Correct. Yep.
So you just need that one big fighter.
That's it.
So that's still a beautiful facility.
Listen, how I started training was Silas was back there.
What?
Silas was back there, yeah. So I was just talking to Silas. He said, "But just come back here. I can't guarantee you anybody that want to work with you or just hang out and stuff. If they like you, whatever." So after like a month or so goes by, he puts his arm around me and said, "The guys like you. I like you. You did a great job. And would like you to help train the English-speaking fighters. And Joel Casimiro will take the Spanish." I go, "It's perfect."
So Casimiro also used to train out of there?
Yes. There's a lot of people. So many people have been through there, and they like, "Oh, it's my gym. The whole time it hasn't been. It's been mine. But I knew I was on the right track as a trainer aspect is when I'm talking to some of the fighters, that's just what Silas said. And Silas wouldn't allow me to do pad work. But while he was doing pad work, they looked at, that's what Bone said. So I knew I was on the right track. But there's a guy named Brandon Woods who actually taught me how to verbal and speak about what I want, how to be a trainer, what I need out of fighters and structure.
So what would you say is the biggest fighter you've trained?
It's hard to say because
most accomplished. Then what's the most accomplished?
Probably Amir Khan.
Oh wow, you trained Amir.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I trained a lot. Marcos Maidana. I trained a lot of fighters and a lot of people that come in and out there. But I like the, Mosley, not the inventor, the improver.
You got that tattooed on you.
Yeah, there you go. I like that because I like guys who aren't perfect.
Yep.
That I just like to turn the life around and my problem is I just like to see somebody who wants it as much as I do.
Well, that's what your fighter Abram Martinez said. He said, was it Abrams? One of your fighters came in and they're like, they got with you because they seen you was just as hungry as he was.
Yeah, it was Abram.
Yeah, it's true though. I mean, you got to think so. It's hard for me to a lot of times too. I got to know my guy, and a lot of times too, I will go to a referee and I would tell them, "Hey, listen, I'm not stopping this fight. So if it gets bad, you need to do it because I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna let it go. Because that's the way I was, and that's the way I want to be, and that's just my personality. It's just I've yet to stop a fight myself personally because of the referees, and I do let the referees know beforehand. But if need be, of course I would. But I'm gonna get that guy that fighting chance. I'm gonna let him do like people did to me.
Have you ever had a fight stopped by the referee? Not you as a professional fighter, but as a professional trainer. Has one of your fighters been stopped by the ref?
Yeah.
Who?
Your boy.
Your boy. I love
your boy,
it.
Your boy was over here. What's his name? I forgot. From Florida. I just went blank with his
Cubas?
name.
Aries?
No. The black kid from Florida talks a lot. Jalen or something.
Jalen Rose.
Jalen.
Oh, you were with him for no, Jalen Phillips.
Phillips, yeah.
You were with him for the Abdullah Mason fight.
Sort of, yeah. So my whole thing is this: as a trainer and as a person, I'm honest. I'm honest as can be. And listen, I want to be honest throughout my whole life about everything in my life. This kid did have potential, but he wasn't ready, and I was trying to move him along slowly, because he eventually he could have been something. But he goes
Still could be. It's early.
He could have been something.
Oh,
So when you make one mistake, you're gonna keep doing it over and over again, and he did. But the situation being, I told him that you're not ready for Abdullah Mason. Don't take the fight. A few people talked him into it. I don't know if it's the money. I don't know if it's the opportunity. I have no clue. But I just tell him, don't take the fight. And then they did it anyways. And then he got mad and said that I wasn't with him, and he felt alone in the locker room because I wasn't back there. Do you guys know who Church is?
Yeah.
My boy, bro. Yeah. You guys have him on the show yet?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So
Godfather Church.
Listen. Because I wasn't back there churching.
And by churching, you mean hyping him up.
I wasn't back there. He's the greatest.
Let's go, Jalen Phillips. You gonna do it, baby.
Exactly. You're the greatest. But that's
not you.
Job. That's not me. I said, name one motherfucker in there ever that ever been that way too. Ever. I'm just not. That's just not me.
Yeah.
So he felt alone because of that. But he was alone because he took a fight that I told him not to take. So therefore, if he wants to do everything himself, and then afterwards, his uncle was blaming me for setting him up, for a fight that I told him not to take. I go, over $500? What the fuck is wrong with you? I weigh my ass for $500. What the fuck's $500? I'm gonna set somebody's up and ruin their life and their career over $500.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
For sure. So you said he had potential, though. I think someone said he overtrains, though, and he himself said he'd be in the gym 8 hours. Do you think a fighter can overtrain?
So that's always, I was listening about the running situation, right? Everybody's worried about the miles you run. How many miles do you run in a fight?
None.
How much time do you put in a fight?
About 36 minutes.
So you put the time in, not the miles. Thank you. You gotta put time in.
So you don't believe in running?
I believe in running, but you put the time in. You don't put the miles in.
So you saying run for the 36 minutes of your fight?
Run whatever 15, 20, 30. Run for the time. Don't run for the distance.
I mean, that's kind of on par with people that say they'd rather do wind sprints than running long distance for boxing because it's more high impact.
I like to do both because I like to do my treadmill because my sprint's on the treadmill. My sprint's on the treadmill because you can't cheat it. What are you gonna do to a fighter if you don't run a lap in a minute? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do to him? Nothing. But he's gonna fall off that fucking treadmill and you little bitch motherfucker. You little bitch, get the fuck up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I like the treadmill.
Okay, you can't cheat the treadmill.
You can't cheat it. No, never.
So I did get to watch some sparring with.
Hold on though. What if it's the opposite though, Bones? What if the fighter is able to run faster than that treadmill, but they can't because now they have to go.
Listen, my sprint. I don't want to give away for free, but my sprints, we don't go by distance. We go by time, baby. We go by time. And and when you do multiple, that time adds up and adds up and adds up, and your body can't hang. He ain't gonna cheat shit. He may feel good for the first 3-4, but after that, until he gets in shape.
So, hearing you say that you are of the mindset that wouldn't stop a fight,
right?
I go back to that sparring. We won't say no names and who was sparring, but I was on the outside like, man, you should stop that shit. But you let him go. What does a fighter learn from that? Because I felt like he was getting hit hard.
Who?
Yeah, I don't want to say no names.
No, because
it was a champ sparring one of your guys.
There's a lot of that going on.
It was a former champion. It was a former champion sparring one of your guys. Oh, you helping him?
Yeah, I'm helping Bones.
No. So,
we don't gotta say his name.
No. I'm repeating this, and so I'm trying to think of the right words because different situations. He wasn't getting hit clean and hard and crisp and stuff like that. He's got to get in shape. He was out of shape because he was out for his nose surgery. Mm-hmm. That was his first time sparring. So and plus you gotta listen. You gotta go through some shit in the gym. If you don't go through shit in the gym, you never seen it before. And what happens if you never see it? You don't know how to react. Mm-hmm. So we got to know how to react both ways. He wasn't like he was just exhausted, not hurt.
No, I could tell that. But I felt like he was getting hurt because he couldn't move anymore. He couldn't move anymore. Like obviously, first 2 rounds, he popping the jab, moving around, he's slick. Yeah. Then the tank kicked in. So now it's no, and I'm like, fucking move, use the ring. Yeah. Like cause shit. Those are some shots. Yeah. Those are some shots. He was trying to take it. Yo, and the former champion's intelligent. He slowed him down. He attacked that body, man.
We knew that from the get-go.
We attacked that body.
That's why we like to work. But if you ever watch the champ spar, he does that with everybody. So, I mean, if he did that, he ain't going to get rounds. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple.
Well, that was the first time I got to see him spar.
Oh, really? Oh, bro.
He's quite a treat.
He's a great fighter. And I'm glad that he's adding to his. Yeah,
he added what was that? Like some side steps, right?
I've been trying to get him to shift and pivot and just get offline. And his dad trains him, and he finally got to do it. It only took 3 years, but he's doing it. He looked fantastic. I was just happy. He's not even my fighter, but I was just so happy to see the growth in him. Because
I didn't want to assess it because obviously he's a former world champion. Your fighter is probably 5 and under fights.
Yeah, 4-0.
Yeah, so but he did look good. I would like to see can he do that. He's actually can't say it because then we'll be giving away the name. Anyway,
yes, that's all right. You can't though. You can't though. That's
so didn't you used to train Michael Hunter?
Yeah.
He's gonna be fighting Huey Fury, man. He slimmed down a lot. Have you seen him physically? I know y'all both in Vegas.
Yeah. We I got guys. We train him. Johnny Rice is
actually, yeah. Don't you got to come to sparring tonight at 7? Is it
1? It's at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock today.
Joe Joyce.
But Joe Joyce is
Hunter Joyce.
Yeah.
You going or no?
No.
What?
For what?
Peekaboo. I see you.
Listen, I got people in my gym who's gonna be there.
Who?
I got Johnny Rice. Well, Johnny's gonna be over there because Johnny and Mike help each other a lot. A lot. Yeah. And it's great because we all do. But I got a trainer, fighter Xavier Vigning. He's a heavyweight, 6'8". He's 250, but he lost a lot of weight and stuff. But he's gonna gain his weight back probably about 260, 265. He's been out for a while, so he's starting to come back now.
How old is he?
He's 30.
3-0, 2 knockouts.
Yeah, that's him. But he hasn't fought in so long, and for some reason, it's like when he had just signed with Top Rank. He was going to fight. I think it was like December 2nd or 3rd, right? It's like COVID before COVID. He got on like Thanksgiving Day. He got sick. He went from 270 to 220. Man, he was on a deathbed. They don't know what it was. They still couldn't figure it out. Long story short, he's just now starting to come back and recover. Got his body healed up. So he's a beast. Bro, he's a beast.
Bones, how do you get so many celebrities to go there? Like, it's been like, I've only been here 3 months. I think I've seen 2 different. I don't watch those sports, but I definitely seen a basketball player. Someone told me was a famous basketball player that can't give you the name. And then you even had a football player, right? And then you had a bare knuckle fighter. You remember the names, Danny?
Nah, I wasn't there. I was only there for the Larry Holmes.
He does pad work, the basketball player, right?
Right.
Who is he? You don't know either. Me
No,
neither.
yeah, I know, but yeah.
Oh, because
just-
it's private.
yeah,
that's why. That's why he goes to
yeah.
keep it private. Beautiful. Okay, I get it.
Good, nice young man.
Okay, I didn't even think that's what it was, like a private situation. So he's not bothered.
Well, it's just better that way. I mean, I like to keep it that way, and I never know who's going to pop in the door. I mean, you just never know, and that's the amazing thing. I love my gym because of that reason. No one calls in advance. No, they just show up.
So I don't know. Would you rank gyms like hottest gym, top 5?
I would probably, especially if I was a boxing fan. And
hottest gyms in Vegas, top 5. Where you think Bones Adams is ranked?
Well, I don't rank myself. I can't talk about myself.
Why not?
But
if you want to be the champ, you gotta say you're the champ.
No, my attitude is this: if you're a bad motherfucker, do you have to tell people?
No,
people tell you.
You right.
So people tell me that my is like Floyd Mayweather's the mine throughout the world. Everywhere I go, from England, Dubai, everywhere, like it's Floyd Mayweather's the mine.
I think it's top ranked than yours.
Yeah,
I think top ranked.
That's only because it was, but it went downhill. But then Top Rank did some doing some dirty shit and making fighters go there, which is I don't blame them in one way, but they're forcing fighters to go there and use the gym to get it hot again, to get people like yourself to think it's a hot gym.
I mean, it might be the spot to go to for sparring days.
Well,
that shit was like a fucking. We went there when? What day was that? Monday or one of their sparring days? It was a lot of different fucking team. It was crazy. I never been to a gym like that other than yours.
Because, it wasn't like that until recently, correct?
I don't know. I just got here
recently. Well, it hasn't been. It used to be back in the day when I was there, because that's where I started at. That gym was like banging like it is today. But it just died off. No one was going there. So now they're starting to sign fighters and demanding, hey, you got to use our facility. We will sign you, but you got to use this on these terms. Which you know what? They should have been doing that from the beginning, but they're doing it now. That's why it's such a hot spot right now. So it's kind of a forced hot spot, not a just like mine and Floyd just because.
I don't mean on a day to day. I think it's hot for sparring because it's like. Everybody showing up, people coming in from everywhere for those days.
I've been there a few times. Y'all seen? I don't know if I've seen you there. Yeah, I go there.
No. Again, I just got here 3 months ago, so I'm fresh. I'm new. I'm just starting to, mingle.
Shit, truth be told, even me, I've been living here and doing boxing. Been doing boxing for going on 5 years. I didn't go to Top Rank for the first time till November.
This past
November.
Told you.
And that was because Crawford had a workout, and then it was like, okay, but yeah, you right. Well, at least you right in the sense that I didn't know, if top fighters, I'm going wherever the top fighters is telling me they training that. Right. So it didn't happen until, the last few months that I'm like, all right, it is what it is.
I don't blame them one way. They're promoting, they're putting money behind them, they're doing everything. Just use their gym.
And that's like, you think they forcing them, or you think they saying you can use our gym for free?
They're forcing them. And free, but they're forcing them. Because I know the newer guys that they're signing, they're telling them, listen, we'll work with you, but on these cases, that like they're not forcing them, but they strongly suggest.
So a guy like Shushu, they paid for him to come out to use the gym then.
Yeah.
Because if I'm from Brooklyn, just because I signed,
his manager,
James Prince.
James Prince, yeah.
No, Shushu not with James Prince.
He's not.
Who? No, Shushu not.
His father? Because I know he's got his father.
I thought he was James.
Nah, he ain't with James Prince.
We didn't even ask that. We just had him.
So are you saying, like Devin, is that what you saying, that Devin went from
why he went from my gym? Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, because the way, I got a good relationship with Bill. Bill just wanted, the way he made it seem, and I'm paraphrasing, but I'm pretty close, it's like, they wanted to show up. Like, all right, we here, motherfucker. Like, he wanted to spar some of them dudes that they couldn't get to before. You know what I'm saying? So
no, it's true. That's what I'm saying. Like, but they, yeah.
So what's the plans for Bones Adams, man? We just asked Nelson Castillo, one of your fighters, like a year from now. So a year from now, what will we be, recapping about Bones and what took place in 12 months?
You know what? I'm just growing. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for that moment. Did boxing, like when I boxed, as I was saying earlier, when I boxed, I never studied or broke down boxing ever. I just fought. I just did it. I had a lot of people I used to watch and just pick it up. During COVID, I started breaking boxing down, and that really elevated my training.
And by breaking it down, you mean what? Going back, watching tape?
No, breaking it down. Just see, I'm like I told you, I like to tell the truth and the body movement. I'm just watch everything and watch leverage and balance is everything to me. And I started throwing punches and I started hitting the bag again because I don't do nothing in 12 years probably. But started hitting the bag again and I'm off balance and start playing with the bag and start hitting it and being true and honest. Like what creates the most power and balance, and that's how I create. That's how I train my fighters now.
All right.
But I like this, and I like to have a couple world champions.
We got Rue in the 504. He says, looking back on 504 is New Orleans. Yeah. Looking back on the first Ayala fight.
I fought there, by the way.
What are your thoughts after all these years? I think you kind of answered that, no?
What's that? With Paulie?
Looking back at the first Ayala fight,
yeah.
What's your thoughts after all these years?
You know what? Hey, listen, me and Paulie still talk. It's nothing with me or him. It had to do with my manager and Top Rank. But long story short, he's a great fighter, tremendous fighter. But it just when you're going on a roller coaster going up, and then all of a sudden that downfall was just like 90 degrees. I fell off and couldn't get back on the roller coaster. Lost all the love.
I got Coach Myers in Connecticut. What was it like turning pro at 15 and fighting grown men that's 37 with almost 160 professional fights?
You know, that's another thing too. When I turned pro, I was 15, fighting 130 because whatever weight I walked around, I just turned pro at. Mm-hmm. Once I got down to 118, I started knocking people out like I did as an amateur. I was knocking everybody out in the amateur. Everyone. And I just remember like everybody underestimated me because I was so young. And that was the best thing ever.
I got James Valdez from San Antonio, Texas that says, what's your thoughts on Reynoso Camp having back-to-back losses, losing Ryan Garcia, possibly losing Andy Ruiz, Frank Sanchez left to Joe Goosen? Is there a common denominator?
Well, I'm not sure about their camp. I'm not in their camp, but hats off to Eddie and the things he did with Canelo. But then again, like I said at the beginning of the show, the fighter makes the trainer. The trainer don't make the fighter, and there's a great example.
All right, we got Justin White. This says, like what you said, fighters make the trainers, but any trainers you feel overhyped or just don't like? I train my fighters better than you type of thing. Or is that not like a thing? Thanks for the entertaining questions. Thanks for entertaining the question.
You know what? Listen, everybody, it depends on your fighter, depends on your style, depends on how you talk to, that's my problem being a ex-fighter myself. And my mentality is trying to learn everyone else's mentality. So what I can get out of someone may not be able to, and vice versa. So everyone has their own individual style, and apparently, like I said, they have world champions. They're doing phenomenal as well. So one person, it's just not one way. There's multiple ways to do it. Multiple great trainers, multiple bad trainers. So.
What's your thoughts on Christian Thun? I know you don't train him, but he's obviously been to your gym. Dude's huge. Yeah. Does he got potential? You think you see something? I'm sure you've seen him spar your fighter, Johnny Rice.
Yeah. Listen, he has great potential. He's a heavyweight, huge, but like I said, I'm excited for my fighter, Xavier Vigny. But I'm telling you, like when he gets back, and he's been slowly doing it and getting back, he is the next Tyson Fury. I'm telling you, like he's big. He's strong, but not that devastating power like Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice, one right hand, you're out. One left hook, you're out. One jab, you're out. He's not like that, but he's throwing 80 to 100 punches around in the heavyweight, constantly shifting, pivoting. 5 left hands. Just he's doing things that heavyweights don't do.
Wow. Have you ever seen Arthur Puello, Dominican fighter?
No, I don't think so.
He's been out here for 2 months.
He's number one in the.
What weight is he? What weight?
140?
140.
You got any 140-pound fighters?
Just say wrong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not-
If you even say he's 140.
He's too far away. He's too far away, though.
Yeah. Who trains him?
Maybe Salas?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Salas.
You don't know Spanish, right? When I
You
first
know-
came here,
no.
you had a Spanish guy in your gym. You guys are not together no more?
No, they're there when I have them, but
You might
they
need
think they
that.
have a Google Translator. But
Let me tell you something.
But I understand now because of Nelsie. I understand a lot more. Like it's kind of a funny situation. She speaks Spanish, I answer in English, and I mean vice versa. We kind of understand each other, and I understand I'm picking up words and stuff. But as many punches as I've taken, I'll probably never speak Spanish in my life.
You're going to need like a
but I
Danny
understand.
in there, man.
I
I'm
do,
telling
I
you,
do.
right now.
I do.
Right now, there's a lot of Spanish fighters
of
looking
course,
for a new
of course,
Spanish
of course,
home from what I'm hearing, bro.
Of course, but see that's the problem. Like, just take black, Mexican, all these, right? Just the whites, the only ones really just go anywhere, right? We go anywhere. The Cubans,
Everybody else clicks up.
The Cubans will stick with the Cubans. It's not really the best thing for them. I would say 95% of the time, but they're there because they're Cuban.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand that about the mentality of these guys.
Because it's a culture thing.
It doesn't matter about the culture, but about you. You're the one
Yeah, but
fighting.
if you don't feel in a good environment, how you gonna train at your best? You know what I'm saying?
Because you'll start feeling good about your environment because you're knocking motherfuckers out. You start feeling real good about your environment, not getting hit, not getting hurt, not just a lot of different ways. But they won't. They're not open to that, so they rather stick to the same old thing.
Well, I hear
You know what I
different,
mean?
man. I
So-
hear they are open to I'm hearing.
Hello, listen.
But you don't speak English.
I
I
mean
do speak
Spanish.
English. I do speak
Spanish
English.
to make that connection.
Hey, puff, pass, bro.
Nah.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Listen, I understand enough, and boxing's boxing. Listen, all you gotta do is watch me and do it. It's like a dance. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you understand the song or not. You get that beat. You watch somebody. You do. So just listen. Watch what I'm going to do. We'll do exactly what I'm going to do, and I'll help you when to do it and when to use it, and how to use it.
Hopefully, and I know Robert does speak English and speaks it well, but hopefully AJ has success with Robert Garcia. And people,
Robert's perfect English, bro.
and people can see. You get what I'm saying? People can see because even though on the night, Robert's there, his father still has a lot. We were just down there. His father still has a lot to say, and his father doesn't speak a lick of English.
Yeah.
None.
But let me tell you, his father is very knowledgeable, and like you said, boxing is boxing.
Boxing is boxing. You figure it out one way or another. It's kind of like love and love, right? I don't give a listen. Be honest with yourself. Do you have to speak the same language as a girl? If you really see somebody and you want to get with them, do you have to speak the same language? You figure out a way because you want that girl.
I'm gonna figure out a way, but I don't know if it's gonna work
But it doesn't
long
matter.
term.
But I'm saying, but you want that girl, right? So you're gonna figure out a way to get it, or you want that food, or you want what if you want something bad enough, you do whatever it takes to get it. So. Same with the same people, and you can kind of see like you're in a rut. They're not really teaching you nothing. You're doing the same things over and over again, saying the same thing. You're in a rut, so you need to go somewhere new to teach you something new and grow as a fighter. But they rather just stay in that little rut and stay to themselves. To me, that's how I see it. People just are that way.
Well, let me see what else I got here.
Ask me anything, I'll tell you the truth.
No,
Except for that.
I'm just refreshing, see if we got any more from the people.
But yeah, I mean, Bones, you do know I speak fluent Spanish. I'm
I know.
just throwing
Listen,
that out there.
My whole thing is this. It's kind of like this. I need help training. I'm not making a
second.
killing. I'm not making a killing. Someone who I'll give them the skills and ability, to to be able to make.
So
a
you're
living
looking for an
eventually.
apprentice?
Yes, but
or are you actually looking to pay a second?
But I'm looking for an apprentice.
Okay.
But here's the situation: anybody in boxing already has their own ideas.
Yes.
And they're gonna do what you, because I've tried so many times. They're gonna do what if you're sitting there and watch them, so you might as well be there doing it yourself. You sit there and watch them, but as soon as you turn your back, they're doing some things that they want to do.
Mm-hmm. Telling your fighters to do things that you wouldn't tell them.
Yeah. Or having them do a certain thing or a certain punch or a certain movement. Everything has a reason and purpose, and I'll try to break it down. So I said I started breaking boxing down during COVID. So I want to make sure everything has a reason and a purpose to be doing it. And so far, like I said, I can't remember the last time I lost. You know, the problem with my guys are they're not making millions of dollars, so it's hard for me to make a living.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember, and I even asked people in the gym, I can't remember the last time I lost a fight.
You mean with a fighter?
With a fighter, yeah. Well, I might not go back. I can't remember either, but I go back and look at my record. But
wow.
I can't.
So as a trainer, you don't have a loss, or you can't remember the loss?
I've had losses before, but I can't remember. Like
that's how long it's been.
So the last time I remember losing is with Jalen when he fought. But it's like the whole situation is, I knew he was gonna lose. I told him not to take the fight, to stay away from the fight. So I don't really even count that because
I don't.
When a guy does something you tell him not to do, how can you get blamed for that?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Bones. I don't know that there's a fighter making a pro debut that would have beat Abdullah Mason. Like
I know that's what I'm
Abdullah, yeah.
Bro,
So
he's been in my gym many times. The whole family. I love the family. I love the dad. It just so I already
you knew who it was,
man.
man.
Of course, I knew who he was. That's what I was trying to tell this kid. You know,
he didn't take your advice, and that's something that you can only bring the horse to the water.
It's kind of like this. It's great being confident, right? But you can only take confidence so far.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very you had him on the show, very confident young man, very enlightening. But then again, like I said before, when you have to say it yourself, usually it's not true. So, and that's just the way I've always said. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali started saying I'm the greatest, and then people agreed. You know what I mean? So, but the people told him he was.
But he had to start it, just like Wilder. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Well, I understand that too, but you don't say the greatest and you beat this guy, beat this, and no one else does. Nobody else does. Not nobody. Know what I mean? Nobody.
Really quick, because I do know that you're very familiar with Bob Ware.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard what he's going through right now.
No, what's going on?
He's detained. They have him in a detention center in Australia as, he went out there for the Haney fight.
Right.
And he's being detained apparently over a visa discrepancy. So they have him in a detention center. As of last night, our time, which I believe was yesterday morning in Australia when he landed.
I felt bad for Bob. Bob is a great dude. He shouldn't be in that situation. But, then again, that should have been taken care of before he left. It's like Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice had his bags packed, went to the plane. He was on over there to support Devin. And then they denied him.
That was Johnny's fault, though, Bones. He said he didn't know you needed to be vaccinated.
But because he's traveled to several different countries already, and you just need a negative test.
Right.
So he just assumed that it was that way, not knowing,
Well, he said he read, but he said that he fucked up. And he said,
he was reading
he's like, he said, I read the rules for Austria, not Australia. And he's like, I realized that at the airport and when they turned me around. And but that's crazy. It was fucked up, and I was happy that because I wasn't allowed in.
Right.
So I have to now go through the work visa, and hopefully it be approved for the rematch should it take place in Australia. But I was happy because obviously at that time Bill hadn't been approved, and I'm like fuck, and now honestly anybody going out there to support Devin, I think it's huge because it is so far away. I know NBA star Damian Lillard's out there. Celebrity jeweler and Devin's jeweler, Benny the jeweler's out there. So he's getting some support, but obviously, the numbers are going to be stacked against them.
They wouldn't allow me over there either with Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice was trying to fight. They lied to me, but I talked to my boy, Jeff Fennick. Jeff, if I had a little bit more time and he took care of it, I could have got over there as well. But
It's the time.
It's a special interest visa because I can't go. I'm a criminal as well. They won't let me in, but they let me go as a special interest person.
That's what they did with Mike.
They did with Mike Tyson, exactly. But the first time they turn around and go back. But they could do that with anybody. That's the reason why I already knew that Bill was going to be there. Bill was always going to be there. They just doing whatever they can just to make a show, build things up. But I knew Bill would be there for Devin.
That's funny because I said the same thing, just different. Like everything hyped the fight. This was all good for hyping the fight. And at the end of the day, now Kambosos looks like, a fucking a knight in shining armor because he was turned to the camera. And he's like, oh, the Australian Victorian government,
whoever's watching this,
let that man in. Yeah. Let that man's father in. Me father's gonna be there. So he looks good, you know what I mean? Yeah. And the government made the call to that action. They answered it. But Bones, I think that is all our questions. Any fighters that have fights, anything you want to direct our audience to outside of your social media, which we need you to give and is on the screen for those that can't find it.
You know what? Like I said, like a lot of people ask me who am I training. I go, whoever shows up. My job isn't. I'm not a babysitter. I can't want it more than they do. So I'm not gonna go out there. Hey, you going to the gym today? Call you. Whoever shows up, and I train them. I work them. Fights, it's just hard to be. It seems like everything's happening in July. I believe so, and I think that we're actually my partner and I we're working on a beneficial show for the Ukraine, Westgate, July 2nd.
Okay,
it'll be a small pay-per-view card. I think Robert Gabriel will be the main event, and an undefeated Mexican fighter, I forgot his name, will be the co-main event, and then we're gonna get the fillers and stuff as well.
Okay,
but that's gonna be going July 2nd
in the Westgate here in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Nice,
yes,
nice.
Sir.
Well, all right. We're going to take this quick intermission. We'll be back for anybody.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows. The list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.